Hey, 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 y'all. Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up? Y'all, I still can't get used to this being backwards. So y'all just gonna have to just deal with my awkwardness until I can get used to it. What y'all doing? Happy Monday. We made it, y'all. We made it through this Monday. If you are just hopping on, I'm Shonda. I'm with From Dust to Beauty Designs. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Make sure to follow the page if you're not. Also, if you're seeing the live button, make sure to tell me where you're watching from. Say, hey, girl. Hey, I'm from Georgia. I know you couldn't tell. But anyway, please make sure also to hit the heart button and to dust this out. That just means to spread it out amongst your family, friends, and I say your enemies, because I like them too. I like everybody. All right, y'all, let me get this dusted out. Y'all, it's always a nightmare. Hey, Kim. Hey, girl. Let me copy that. Let me get it out here. Hey, Karina. Hey, Kelly. Hey, y'all. Y'all, I'll be right back. Let me go over here to the channel. If you are not, if you do not get my notifications and you want to, and you have Messenger, please make sure to do !notify, and you will get a notification when I go live, like I do it right now. So, here we go. We're live now. We're live. All right, y'all. All right. Listen, don't worry about that I don't have makeup on. Don't worry about that. Okay? Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're going to do a cute little project tonight. Some of the... Hey, Judy. Hey, Dee Dee. Thank you, girl. You just got it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Hey, Vicky. How are you, y'all? Let me get this pulled up so that I can see comments and I can see me. Ooh, the grays are gray. And y'all, it's real humid outside, so... Okay, it's just going to be this way. It's going to be this way. Oh my gosh, Karina, it was a blast. Dee Dee, how are you doing? Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, girl. Y'all, we went to, if you don't know, I am a designer with Chalk Couture. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Pam. Thank you, Fred. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture. We just went to ChalkCon in Kansas City, Missouri. Y'all, I'm just going to tell y'all, it was a blast. It was a stinking blast. If you are not a designer and you would like to become one, I would say do this now. There are some great things coming along up the pike with Chalk, and I'm super excited to be a part of it. I love our products. I love our you know, we were the ones that kind of, you know, what's the word I'm gonna look for? Because I can't say, you know, started, but this was our baby. So we have perfected it, and I am proud to say I'm a part of that. So, hey, Hannah. Hey, Dawn. Oh, girl, double nickels. It'll be all right, girl. It'll be all right, but I'm gonna sing to you because why not? Hey, Kathy. Hey, Lori. Hey, friends. How are you? Hannah, how are you tonight? Hey, Jennifer. It was raining here in North Georgia, but it's not anymore. It's doing good. Tina, thank you so much. Vicky, I did not. Oh my gosh, I wanted to so bad. I tried. Kim, it was a blast. It was such a blast. Karina, they're so amazing. That's why, because they're just, I love that I can craft and it really look like a professional did it. Because I am no pro at nothing. Nada. Etc. Hey, Sally. Lisa, girl. A blast. My poor friend Kathy, though, got stranded. She was amongst all the folks, you know, on Delta. It was kind of weird because I was on Southwest and didn't have a problem. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one. All right, y'all, let's get busy. This is going to be a really cute project, I think. I think it's going to be super cute. We are going to do just a little hanger, like a little door hanger. Hey, Jacqueline. Oh, right, Pam. That wreck was ridiculous. We were right there, too. Our friends gave us amazing seats. Y'all, I got off, if you don't know, I flew back in from Kansas City into Atlanta on Saturday. You know, the day all the debacle happened at Hartsfield. And like I said, my poor friend Kathy got delayed, so she came and spent the night with me, which I was super excited about. But you know, that still throws a kink in. But thank God she was here, you know, and didn't have to go, you know, to a hotel or something crazy. So here's what happened, which was the greatest thing. Hold on, it's doing my computer. This computer's getting real tired. We got offered tickets to the race, the NASCAR race. My husband's a NASCAR fan, on Saturday morning. And I was like, Jim was like, are you sure you're going to feel like it? I'm like, honey, pick me up and we'll roll. I mean, I may look like a hot mess. I mean, just kind of like I do now. Man, it's not much different. And we will roll out. So we did. So here was what was cool. Kathy, we had a great weekend. We were at the race, right? And I was keeping up with Kathy, you know, like, girl, where you at? What's going on? She's like, they put me, you know, I mean, she had left Kansas City late. Like, we were at the airport together. She was supposed to leave before I did. I was on time, got on my flight, got to Atlanta, called her, make sure, you know, because I was like, okay, are you sure you're not going to get on a flight? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to get on a flight, but not really sure. So long story short, we get to the racetrack, and she tells me that she's going to get on a flight and that she's coming back to Atlanta, and then she's going to Charlotte, and then she was going to Cleveland. Well, that did not happen. It did, Sheila. Thank you, girlfriend. Hey, Vicky, how are you? So then we're at the race, and she texts me, and she said, you're not going to believe this. I am stranded in Atlanta for the night. They do not have any flights tonight, so I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow at 9 p.m. So it would have been Sunday at 9 p.m. And I was like, okay, no problem, girl. We're coming back. So we were at the airport, or we were at the race, which is like 20 minutes from the airport, 20 minutes south of the airport. So we said, okay, Jim's guy was not doing the greatest, so we left right before it ended. But we left and to kind of beat the traffic out, and went and picked her up, and then she came and spent the night with me. So, and then oh, no, Kim, she didn't even check luggage. But they ended up having to check her luggage, and I'm telling you, it was a debacle. We couldn't find her luggage because her luggage wasn't in Atlanta, supposedly. Some lady told me that I needed to be... Anyway, don't get me started. That they were just trying to make everyone safe, and that safety came first. And I was trying to keep Jesus. I was trying to keep Jesus, because I don't even know where that came from. Why are you talking to, like, I'm not trying to talk to you right now. I'm just trying to find her luggage, y'all. There were hundreds of pieces of luggage just sitting around in the baggage claim areas. And me and my husband were just walking through looking for her luggage because I knew what it looked for. They made her check her bag, even though it was a carry-on. Y'all, I'm telling you, it was a debacle. It was wild. Pam, it is, oh my gosh, of course you asked me. Number 5, oh my gosh. Not Ross Chastain. Larson. That's who it is. Melissa, it's your birthday too. Okay. Hey, Wendy. Okay, so Melissa and, hold on, because y'all know I can't remember. Nada. Dawn. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. Dawn and Melissa. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Dawn and Melissa. Happy birthday to y'all. I hope y'all had a great day. I know it's Monday. I hope y'all celebrated this weekend, though, or today. Who cares? It's Monday. It's still a day, right? Still your birthday. Hope you celebrated. Y'all, but yeah, it was a debacle. It was wild. So, y'all, let's get busy. I was on late because I couldn't find one of my transfers because it's a mess down here, and I'm trying to move stuff around. And listen, y'all, just so you know, heads up tomorrow. Heads up. Something big's coming down the pike with chalk. Heads up. So excited. Yeah, I'm going to use this little wood. It's just a wood door hanger. It says wood hanging decor. It's from the DT. It's from the Dollar Tree. So we're going to use it. And I took out the little hanger. I am going to use the hanger. And I'm going to put some beads on it. We got some little bead action tonight. I don't do a lot of these projects anymore, and I thought, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm going to paint this white, and I'm just going to use our chalk paste. Let me show you all the transfers I'm going to use tonight. I love this one. I'm going to use Mason Jar Sunflowers. Okay, Mason Jar Sunflowers. Well, sorry, Dawn, a little scratchy. A little scratchy. And I'm going to use, okay, this is one of the ones that's on clearance, y'all. Okay, so if you click in the description, if you click that link, you're going to it's going to go to a cart link. This one's on clearance. So you can click out of there once you get to the cart link and go to the page and go to the sale. Okay, go to the sale. Y'all, the big hey y'all that I've done in the past, it's on clearance. We've got so many things on clearance right now, and this is one of them. So this one I'm going to use is Raised on Sweet Tea and Sunshine, and I'm going to use the jar off of this, okay? Y'all see where I'm going with it, right? And then I'm going to use the straw off this one that unfortunately is no longer available, but you guys will get the gist, and you can just draw. Listen, you can paint yourself a little straw, okay? Paint yourself a little straw with it. So we're just going to, again, I'm going to paint with our chalk paste, and tonight I'm going to use I'm just using our bright white just to give it a back, because I'm going to use, y'all, I love these napkins. This napkin, oh, I grabbed two, from the Dollar Tree. Okay, we're going to use this little napkin from the Dollar Tree. It fits pretty perfect around this, okay, and it is a lemon, so we're going to use it. We're going to hey, my friend Kathy, there's Kathy. Miss Traveler. It might be too soon. It might not be funny yet. It may not be funny yet. Y'all, we're going to use some Mod Podge. We're going to use a little heat tool. We're going to use some stuff tonight. I haven't done this in a while, y'all. Isn't it cute, Lori? I love that mason jar. And, y'all, this one's an oldie but goodie. And I remember doing this on, you know, the jar cutouts that you can get at the Dollar Tree? I redid one of those. I remade it. And it was the cutest jar. And I put like the metal on top of it. You know, I just took like a piece of pan and put on top of it. I think that someone bought it in the auction, or I would have showed it to y'all. But it was so cute. But I used that. I thought that was really cute. Right, Kathy? She said, I don't travel. I sit in airports. Facts, girl. Facts. That was ridiculous. Terrible. Okay, so little word to the wise, okay? When you are painting with our chalk paint, okay, or our paste, okay, you're going to water it down some because it's really thick. But when you are watering it down, remember that you do not want to use tap water, okay? You want to use distilled water because I'm dipping into the jar. Now, if you're not dipping back in your jar, that's okay. But if you're dipping into the jar, you gotta use distilled water or you're gonna grow heeple creeples, okay? Yeah, and the reason you paint your backing, you know, you can see through the napkin. So that's why we're painting this backing. Yes, I have the watermelon napkins too. Yep, I sure do. Which would have been fun too. And I have, listen, if you have the watermelon napkins, okay, still go to that cart link I sent. Go, and that'll take you to the page. Go check out the sale items because there's some watermelon stuff, okay? So you could use your watermelon napkins on this and do another design with watermelon, okay? So just keep an open mind and use this little crafty craft for you know, whatever you're wanting to do with it, for your decor, I should say. I use lemons a lot. In fact, right now, my kitchen, I always do like a little corner on my kitchen cabinet or my countertop. I have a little corner over by my oven or my stove, and that's kind of my decor area. That's kind of where I change up, you know, my area for the seasons, because it's you see it when you first walk in my door. if you first walk in my front door and you look to the left, that's what you see in the corner. So it always just works out. That's kind of, I like it to, you know, just to kind of, I don't know. It works over there. And it's a nice little area. It's a nice size area. Hey, Tammy. Oh my gosh, Karina. Oh, God, I hate to hear that. And I feel like, I mean, that's, anyway, yeah. I don't understand. It's because, didn't they do it? Didn't they mess up? Or didn't something mess up? Or am I just, I felt like something was wrong. Anyway. Okay. I'm just putting one coat on this, y'all. Just one coat. Don't need any more than that. Just want to kind of get where you're not seeing that natural background. That's all. Oh, Kayla, it was so fun, girl. You'll have to go next year. You have to go next year. It was so fun. I loved it. Listen, I am a people person. Okay? People person. Love people. Love humans. So, yeah, I had a blast. Good fun times. We danced. We laughed. We, Kathy and I shopped. I mean, you know, did all the things. And it was a plus, too, that I had, you know, one of my best friends there with me. So, that was also a plus. Okay, let's get this dried really good. Then we're going to Mod Podge. Then I'm going to dry that. I like to use the drying method and use my little iron, which I use my little Cricut press, and Mod Podge on this napkin. Right, Kathy? Oh my gosh, y'all, Carol's. We met so many people though. But sweet Carol was my sweetie that sat at the table with us. And I told her, I said, it's okay, you know, I taught preschool because my friend Carol was a little bit messy, and but she was excellent. She was so fun. I mean, she knew she was, you know what I mean? Like, she went, I don't know what that's doing. She knew that she was a little messy, but she was a blast. She was funny. Karina, it's so good. Yes, Kayla, you should. We should go. Yes. Oh, I hope you do, Lori. I hope you get some. Girl, I can't imagine. I had to go today, you know, to get the tots checked. I hadn't really said anything, but I found a little, you know, a little something in one of the tots. And we had to go get that checked out today because I was like, we're not letting that go. And all was well. All was good. This is, hold on. Because this is the one from the Dollar Tree. I don't know. I'll have to measure it for you. it's not on there. Okay, let's get this dried up. And this is just one of their little, you know, their little cheap little wood rounds, but it's perfect for, I think it's going to be perfect for the, for this project. Just something a little cute. Okay, let me tell you what size it is. Let me tell you. It's a 12-inch round. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that don't show through. If it is, we might have to. We may have to. You know, I haven't done this in so long. I don't know where my little fingers are. Hold on. Oh, here they are. Y'all haven't Mod Podged in a long time. I always use these little fingers. Oh, Kayla. Okay. We'll have to go out sometime. Lisa, I have been, and I liked it. Now, hold on. Let me tell y'all. Wait a minute. Did I just rip that piece? I did. Let me use this one. Okay, y'all. Let me tell y'all about Grocery in the Show. Thank you, Kathy. It's good to be back. Y'all, Kathy and I went to Grocery in the Show. And listen. I was full of confusion at this grocery in a show. Let me just tell y'all. Full of confusion. So I needed, I wanted to do something to my nails, you know, because my nails were looking pitiful, but I give up because I'm a crafter. I just can't craft with nails. I just can't do it. Anyway, so the white napkin does show through that napkin. What now? What's that mean? What's that mean? I don't know what that means. I got to take the backing off this because this is a 2-ply. We wanted a 1-ply. Anyway, so, I mean, is this going to come off though? Goodness gracious, y'all. These are supposed to be, you know, your cheap brand. I said nuh-uh. So anyway, okay. So I needed some. Oh. Get a piece of tape. Kathy, oh my gosh. But if I do the tape, it always rips it for me. Oh, and I don't have another one. I don't have another one. And it always rips. Always rips. Oh, Pam, is it going to rip on me, girl? Yes, but here's what I did. So, Tammy, here's what I was saying. The bottom part, I painted a little, it's a little darker. That's what I was saying. That's why I was a little nervous. That's why. Anyway, we went to grocery in a show, right? We had to get some drinks and stuff, and I forgot my daggone bathing suit. So I had to get my bathing suit. Yeah, I'm gonna rip it. So I can't do it that way. And I ripped it again. This is on my nerve. Judy, that's what I just did. Oh, Pam, I'm not good at it. Look, watch. Though I ripped it, it's ripped. So I'm going to have to get another one. Hold on. Look, watch. Don't you put one on the front and the back? Isn't that what you do? I don't know how to do it. Isn't that what you do? Yeah, see? Okay, so if you put one on the front and the back and it does it, but then you go take this off, it won't come off. Hold, please. Don't let me forget grocery in the show. Let's just grab the stack. The rest of it. We might go through every daggone one of these. So, okay. We go into grocery in the show. Hey, Roberta. There's my good friend, Roberta. Only on the front. But if you put it on the front, it's going to rip. That's what I just had it on, and it ripped. It ripped. What y'all talking about, y'all? Anyway. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got it. So we go to grocery in a show, y'all. And all I'm doing, y'all, is peeling the backing away. Okay. So we go to grocery in a show, and I needed to go into the cosmetics to get fingernail glue, okay, because I brought some fake nails, and some eyelash glue because I bought fake eyelashes. Didn't use the eyelashes because no thank you. And then I did do the others, the nails. Okay. All right, y'all, we're good. We got it down. We got it. Oh, no, on the back. I was like, wait a minute, I'm gonna right. Well, okay, so y'all, it's good. I got it. Y'all know I'm special. Come on. So we get there. So we finally found the cosmetics. Y'all, I have never been to a grocery in a show where the cosmetics is in its own area. Everything's locked up. Every piece of cosmetic, from even the rounds, the little cotton ball rounds, are locked up. So there's 2 people walking around to tell us, you know, that, or to get out what we need, you know, from there. I was a little, I didn't know, a lot was happening, okay? It's serious. This is a serious grocery in a show. Like, this one's serious. So, I'm, the lady comes over and I'm like, I need this little glue right here. And then I need this. And she's like, just get it, get it. And I was like, okay, girl. So I'll get it what I need. And then she's like, there's a cash register you got to check out. You're not leaving the area, girl. You're not leaving the area. You sure are not. Well, y'all, I'm from the South, if y'all didn't know, okay? And even though some of my Southern friends talk real fast, and I have to say, whoa, 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 slow it down a snip, okay? Slow it down. This lady talked real fast, okay? And so she said something to me that sounded a little bit like, now she wasn't, she wasn't speaking a different language. Like, she was speaking English perfectly fine, but she spoke so fast that it sounded like Charlie Brown's parents to me. I mean, grocery in the show, that's Walmart, Kayla, that's Walmart. Y'all's is like that. Oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all's are all locked up. Oh my God. See, I live in a little town. No, ours isn't locked up. Now, I will say the adult toys, you know what I'm talking about? Those are locked up in our Carrollton store, but they're not in our Bremen. There's nothing locked up in my little Bremen store. So, okay. All right, y'all, we got our Mod Podge on. I'm going to dry the Mod Podge. So, she says that, and I was like, I had no clue what she was saying. And I just stared at her. My good friend Kathy, who's from the north, she's from upstate Ohio, she says to him, all y'all's is locked up? She says, oh yeah, we'll take a box. What you talking about, we'll take a box? How did you get that out of Charlie Brown's parents talking? Like, she was like, she talked real fast. Like, that's kind of what's up. I said, and Kathy, that look, I'm sure Kathy was like, yep, that was the look. I was like, and I just stood there, and Kathy goes, yeah, we'll take a box. They put my little glues, both little glues, in like a box that you get like your video games in, like a security box. And oh my gosh, Roberta. So then we carry it through the store. Now let me tell y'all, this was a true grocery in a show. We saw a mini show, but the real show was our checkout lady. Oh yes, it was. So I bought a bathing suit because, again, I forgot to bring mine. She proceeds to tell us, I'm checking out, and she's like, you're not from here, are you? And I was like, nope, not from around here. She's like, oh, I love your voice. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, I love when people from Boston talk and New York, you know what I mean? Like, all the accents. We all love something that's not ours. So, Kathy's still putting her stuff up on the conveyor belt. And she proceeds to tell me that she bought a bathing suit once. And that it was for her 25th wedding anniversary. Her and her husband were going down to the Gulf from Kansas City. And she said, we went down there and had a lot of fun. He told me to buy... First of all, he surprised her with this. And he told her to buy the bathing suit. So she did. That was, so now, today, they've been married 33 years. So that, or 30 years. I think it was 30 years. Kayla, I don't think Noonan is locked up either, Kayla. No. Now, like I said, Carrollton does have the little those are locked up. The adult and the protection mechanisms, if y'all get what I'm saying. It's a college town. So, anyway, the latex, they're locked up. Okay, y'all, let's put this on here. I do kind of want some of that yellow, so I'm going to try to get as much of the yellow as I can. And we don't want all these. I probably should have ironed it first, but I'm not going to because that's how I don't do things like that. I sure do not. Okay, let me get the parchment paper. And my little iron. So, right, Kim? Oh my gosh, that's crazy, Shirley. That's wild. Okay, so the lady says to me, though, she says, she's telling me her whole story about how she bought the bathing suit, how the bathing suit is still hanging in the closet, okay, that she wore that one time. By the way, y'all, I'm doing this from the inside. I work from the inside out. It gets all your wrinkles out, okay? It's just the way I like to do it. That's why I dry the Mod Podge. The heat reactivates the Mod Podge and creates the stickiness again, okay? Creates the adhesive. So, anyway, so she, you know, proceeds to tell us that it's still hanging in the closet, okay? Hanging in the closet. And, that she is now divorcing him. What? I mean, I was just getting some Cherry Coke Zeros and some Alani's, you know, some energy drinks and some bathing suit. What? How? Huh? What? And y'all, I have been known to be called, and listen, this is no dig or nothing because she was a sweetheart, but I have been known to be called a fly paper for nuts, okay? Because I will sit and I will listen, because I will get engaged, because I feel like everybody should be heard, right? Like, I'm going to sit there and discuss it with you. I'm going to talk to you. Because now I need to understand that you're okay, that you're doing all right. So she proceeds to tell us that she hasn't used her bathing suit. So I'm like, well, girl, go get you a pool back here in the pool section. Set it up in your front yard and go get in your pool. Get your bikini on and get in the pool. And she's like, well, I don't have a front yard anymore. I live with my son in an apartment. And I said, well, and then Kathy says, well, girl, go outside, you know, and just sit out on the front porch. Hey, Sandy. I said, get up, and then I said, girl, put you some suntan lotion on. Get out there and get you some sun rays. It don't matter where you're at. Use that bathing suit. And she proceeds to tell us how, you know, hubby had cheated on her. And, so not only was all the little, you know, even cotton balls locked up at this grocery in the show, but I got to hear about Debbie's Debbie's life. That's what I got to hear about. Yep. So we were trying to walk away because Kathy was done. We tried to chat. She kept talking. I was like, oh, all right, girl, Debbie, I'll see you later, girl. If you're in Georgia, look us up. All right. She keeps talking. The guy next door says, hey, can you turn your light off? I think he was telling her, shh, shh. You're telling too much, Debbie. Debbie, girl, you're telling too much. Telling too much. You're telling too much. All right, y'all, I'm just going to sand off the edge. Sand off the edge. Y'all, it was a hoot. We laughed. I literally laughed so hard. I almost peed my pants. I was crying, laughing, and it wasn't at her. It was the situation, because honestly, she was a sweetheart. You know what I mean? Like, there was nothing funny about what she was telling. Now, the way she was telling it was a bit comical, and she was even laughing at some of the stuff. But y'all, just the whole daggum grocery and show. A little shocking. I was just a little shocked, you know. And y'all, I live in Metro Atlanta. There is nothing that surprises me, but that sure did surprise me. It sure did. Right, Vicky? I told y'all, look. Right, she still had to work 2 more hours, and the guy told her, shut your light off. We got outside, and Kathy goes, you think he thought she was going to try to talk to us for 2 more hours? So he told her just to go ahead and turn her light off. I said, I don't know, girl. I don't know. Okay, y'all, look how cute. Look how cute. Just created a surface. Create a little surface for us. So, I am going to wax, y'all. I am going to wax because I do not... I wish there was more yellow on this side. I may take some yellow and dab it on there because that's what I do. I am going to take just a little bit of wax, okay, and wax over this because I don't want it to peel it off. Sarah, girl, same. I told you. I really do have a sign upstairs that one of my really good friends gave me that says I'm a flypaper for nuts. Because I don't want to call, I don't want to call Debbie nuts, but you know what I mean? Like, it was just a nutty situation, if you would. And I just listen. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm just like, oh, hi, girl, I'll listen to you. It is what it is. She was sweet, right? But from bathing suit to divorce, she went on a huge tangent, y'all. And listen, you can't make the stories up. Like, this stuff happens to me all the time. All the time. If y'all only knew. All the time. All the daggum time. Because I guess she did. Listen, I feel like sometimes people think they hear a Southern voice and they think that we're safe. Not so sure. Right, Kayla? Girl, we live in Atlanta. We see it all. We see it all. Yeah. All right. So, here's what I am going to do. I am fuzzing, okay? Oh, goodness. Fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. Okay. I'm going to fuzz that one. And then I'm going to fuzz this one. Let's put it sideways. I'm going to fuzz this one. And then this little bitty one we're also going to use. Lori, I do not. I sure do not. Listen, that's the thing. I don't really call people nuts. Situations to me, because you're not going to meet a nuttier person. Hello? It's me. I'm the problem. Hey, girl. Hey. So, that'd be like the pot calling the kettle black if I'm out here calling folks nuts. So, no. But I will say that situations are nutty. You know what I mean? Like, just like that. Like, her just literally going from checking out a bathing suit, telling me how cute the bathing suit was, to, then I find out that hubby's had an affair and she's getting a divorce and she's going to sit in the front yard of the apartment in her bikini. It's just a lot. It was a lot. Oh my gosh. Lisa, see, I'd have to go. Oh yeah, Pam. Yep. Girl, yes. Yes, girl. You sure do. You sure do. All right. So here we go. I am going to put my jar on first. Okay. And y'all, this jar is going to be like, I'm thinking it's just like my sweet tea jar. It's my sweet tea. I think I'm just going to put it, how am I going to do this? If I put it down here, let's put it down here. Oh, Darlene, did we? Right, Kathy. See? Exactly. And that, to me, I feel like if somebody starts talking to me about something like that, they need to talk. Something's wrong. You know what I mean? And she was just pitiful, like, I don't know. There was something pitiful about her. And it just, I don't know. So, I had to listen. And y'all, I'm telling you, when I'm talking about, I'm pushing the buggies, talking about, Debbie, we had to go, girl. We got to go. You know what I mean? Like, we had to go, but then I felt bad. Like, oh, Debbie. Okay. So, I was only going to do black, but I think I'm going to use Storm. I'm going to use Storm for my jar, just to give it that outline. And then I am going to, I think I'm going to do everything else in black. Okay. So, let's get this on there. And this is just my sweet tea jar. Listen, do y'all drink your tea or your whatever, your water or whatever out of mason jars? We do. We do down here in the South. We drink our sweet tea in there. Okay. Oh my gosh, that in itself is so darn cute. So cute. Okay. I'm just going to stick it back on here, and then I'm going to take it up and wash it. Y'all, just that itself is cute. I love that. Okay, let me dry this. I can't yet, Kayla, until tomorrow, until it releases. You know how these. Oh, Vicki, of course. Oh my gosh. Y'all, Kathy, see, this is why. Listen, so we left there, okay? Just, you know, we're there, we're laughing. Hold on, y'all. This kind of came up a little bit when I pulled it, which is why you always want to wax. Okay, and so I'm just going to do this a little again, okay? Just to get that back down. Perfect. Hey, Cindy Reese. Wait, right, there are glasses in the South. That's right, that's right. These are our drink glasses, that's for sure. Okay, so then, let's see. I'm going to put, let me get my little, Shonda. Let me get my little wax pad out again, okay? I'm going to wax over what I've already done, okay? Wax over what you've already done. We're going to do this on here. You've seen some of, oh, Kayla, it's so awesome. Yeah, because if you're a designer, our new products, if you got to get a sneak peek, and then our designers got to get some today. So, yeah, so cool. Okay, I think I'm going to do Raised On right above it, and then the Sweet Tea and Sunshine on the jar. I think that'll look okay. Yeah, I think we're good. And then I'm putting a bow on it. I think it'll be cute. So y'all, okay. So then we're driving back to the hotel after her. Y'all, why are 3 of the sweetest, tiniest, cutest little duckies walking across the road? And I hit one. I wanted to cry. I got teary-eyed. I got sick to my stomach. It made my butt clench. And there was no going around it. There was no getting around it. It was dark, or dusky. It was getting dusky. And they were walking. There was 3 little ducks. And why were they on such a main road was beyond us. We were so confused. Y'all, I wanted to cry. It was so sad. It made me sad. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... Okay, I'm going to put this right above. Hold on. We're going to do this first. No. Will that work? Hold on. I'm trying to get this to look right, y'all. Okay, Sweet Tea. I'm trying to think how to do this. Hold on. I think I'm going to do it like this. I think I'm only going to do Raised On Sweet Tea. I did. Y'all, it broke my heart. It absolutely broke my heart. Because there was nothing we could do about it. You know what I mean? Like, not one thing that I could do about it. They literally came out of nowhere. I said, oh my God, ducks! And I was like, and she was like, oh no! Nothing. Not one thing we could do about it. Nada. Nothing. All I could do was hit them. And get weepy and about cry, and had to get it together because we were going into another conference, and I'm all weepy, and then I've got Debbie's story, and it was just a lot. Why did it always have to be so much? Oh my goodness, how sweet. Okay, this is cute. Oh my gosh, Kathy, yes. Y'all, look how cute is that. Okay, I'm just going to do raised on sweet tea. We're leaving it at that. And then, hold on. I'm going to put we're going to put our straw on here. So cute, so cute. I'm going to do my straw in red. Just because I think a red and white little straw would be cute. Okay. And, okay, there's that. And, so cute. Right, Kelly? Right. Right, there was no mama around. There were just the babies, and we were like, where is your mama at? I was like, dadgummit. That's the worst mama ever, leaving her babies. But, okay, so then, listen, if you are from the Kansas City area, riddle me this. What are the reflector things that you guys have got everywhere? So there's these little reflector things that stick up in the road. And I figured out that they bend because, listen, your girl was going through them like she was going through an obstacle course, right? I'm a defensive driver. I'm going to drive it like I took it. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, if we had to turn and we're over here, I'm looking and I'm going. I'm diving, dodging, ducking. Why? What are all these little things everywhere? They're literally everywhere. And on one side, they're white, and on the other side, they're yellow to tell you wrong way. You know, they're like, but I'm like, none of the lines were painted. It was a nightmare. It really was a little nightmare. Oh my gosh. Tammy, it just takes practice, girl. It just takes practice. My sweet friend Carol that was at the conference too, she does chalk and she gets it everywhere. Okay, well maybe that was it, Rhonda, but I didn't feel like they were resurfacing nothing. Like the roads were great. It was a nightmare. Sheer nightmare. And I was like, what are these things and why are they everywhere? They were everywhere. Okay, so I think I'm just going to put a bow on it. We're putting a bow, and that's it. That's all she wrote. I think it's cute like this. You can add to it if you want. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it like this. I am going to add some beads, but let's do our bow first. Let's do a bow. What y'all think? So I'm going to use their temporary lines till they get painted. Here's what was weird. Some of the roads were lined, but then some of the roads, y'all, I wish I could just explain it. It was so bad. Like some of the roads were perfect with lines everywhere, perfect roads, and they had these things. And then some of them did need lines, so I could understand that, and I did understand that. But anyway, I think it's the placement of them. I think that was the issue. It was the placement on my nerve. The very last one I had. The very last. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to do a messy bow. Cute little messy bow. I'm going to use, we're going to use this cute ribbon from Sam's Club. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one or this one. I'm going to see which one I like. But I am going to use my black. And I am going to just cut 3 strips. Okay? 3 strips. Let me get my other scissors. I think it's cute too. Okay. 3 strips of this one. And then 3 strips of, so you're going to use a total of 9. So I'm going to use 3 different ribbons. And all of these are 1.5 inch ribbon. Let's do a little dovetail. Little dovetail. But yeah, y'all, it was Good fun times. Good fun times to be had. Okay, good fun times to be had. That's all I'm going to say. We had a blast. We laughed until literally, like, I would have to sit there and go like this so that I did not pee my pants. No joke. No joke. Because that's just what we do. Which, Kathy and I, we're going to laugh no matter what. I mean, you know, we're laughing that she's stranded at the airport. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't laugh, sometimes you're going to cry. That's what she told me. She was like, I'm about to cry. And I'm like, girl, don't do it, girl. Don't do it. We got it. Don't do it. All is good. Lori, you were a part of that plan. You sure were a part of that. You were a part of that. That's all right. Y'all know. So, if you don't know, I am not a huge, like, I can make bows. I can make really good bows. And I do them when I do my wreaths. You know, I always use bows on my wreaths. But a lot of my projects, I wasn't a bow girl. So, in the beginning, a lot of my, I'm going to call them friends with a little, you know, the little quotation marks because, you know, sometimes questionable, okay, I'm just questionable. They would heckle me and tell me to put bows on, like, literally everything I was doing, and I was like, it's a t-shirt, y'all. I'm not putting a daggum bow on my daggum t-shirt. They always just wanted to watch me make a bow because I always said that, you know, I struggled with it. I didn't really. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Oh, Kathy, they still hadn't delivered them. Girl, Jim said, he's like, listen, you find out they're in Atlanta, we'll go get them. We will head down to Atlanta and get them. Okay, I think I'm going to use just the plain green. We're going to use just plain. Debbie, that's funny. We were over Independence. I assume that's Independence is that Walmart. It was right there. It was really close to. We stayed at the Stony Creek Resort, so I assume that's. I think it was Independence. I think so. Kathy, wasn't that Independence? They were in Atlanta last night. Y'all, Kathy had never been to Cato. If you don't know what Cato is a clothing store, a women's clothing store that we have down here that I absolutely love. They're so fun. Oh, y'all, let me put a piece of, I'm going to use a piece of twine. I'm going to put it in there first. Right? I mean, okay. All right. So, here's all you're going to do. You're going to start by putting your first piece in there. Okay, and I'm going to use it, Independence. I'm going to use this tonight because my hands aren't quite working right. So, and then I'm going to go with a piece of the lemon. Okay, piece of lemon. And then a piece of the green. Oh, let me dovetail these real quick. Makes it easier, y'all. Yes, Cato's been around forever for us, but she does not have a Cato's up there. So she was super excited to get to go. Oh, well, I told her, I said, you're going to love Cato. And so she did. She loved it. So now, evidently, her wonderful clothes that she bought at Cato are now in luggage heaven, as she said. Oh, daggum airport. Hey, Angela. How are you, friend? So, yes, we'll have to go to Atlanta and get her clothing if need be and send it to her. That's just what Jim and I will have to do. We sure will. Okay, again, I'm just making X's, y'all. Making X's, kind of going different ways with it, okay? Going ways that I haven't been with it yet. Hold on. I went that way, that way. Let's just go back that way. And there and there. Okay. Like I said, this just makes like a little cute little messy bow. Y'all have one in Cincinnati? Yeah, she doesn't have one. I can't. Kathy, was it Columbus that you saw? I think that was the closest. If I'm not mistaken, it was Columbus. think. Okay, so let's just tighten that down, y'all. Okay, tighten it down. And just use my, like I said, I'm just using my little twine tonight. Y'all, Jim's at the fire department tonight working a 24. He hasn't done that in a very long time. We're not used to it any longer. We're not used to it. He's like, Shonda, I'm ready to come home. I'm like, well, not tonight, my friend, not tonight. Okay. Y'all, this is just a cute little messy bow. Okay. Let me get it straightened up though. Doing. Cute, cute, cute. Oh, are you kidding me, Kathy? Are you kidding me right now? You just found one by you? That's funny. Okay. So, all right, here we go. Let's do our little beads. Put our little hanger on, and then put our little hanger together. That's it. I'm only going to do a couple. I'm not doing a ton of beads. I am not I'm not a huge farmhouse person, right? My house is French country, which is a little farmhousey, but not exactly. Y'all, I think I'm going to use do I use one of black? Should I use this one or just yellow? What? Yellow or check, y'all? Yellow or check? What y'all think? Oh my gosh, darling, Fashion Bug was the best. I think they had Fashion Bug in Ohio too, because we had them in Kentucky. Maybe I'll do 3 of each. 3 yellow, 3. I don't know how. It's always. I think you have to do. I don't know. Isn't it? You have to do certain types. I don't know. I don't ever follow rules like that. We're just gonna do this. Let me see what it looks like. It may look like a hot mess. Check. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use them all. Yes, I loved Fashion Bug. I was asking her if they had what was the other one, Kathy? I was saying, and you said no, y'all didn't have it up there. We had another little. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, it is. You have to do this. I always do this. You have to do the right colors or it won't do right. I mean, you have to do the right amount. I never do this right. Ever. You know what? We're going to take this one off. We're going to keep 2 white. Perfect. Yes, even numbers. I always forget that. I love Fashion Bug. Even number. Yeah, y'all know I forget that. I loved Fashion Bug. Oh, goodies. So she never had a goodies. She doesn't have the Beals outlet. We call it Beals. Y'all might call it Bales. You know. Okay. So let's put our bow on this. Y'all, what did I do that for? It's not going to stay up there. I'm going to have to tie a... Let me tie a knot. Let me tie a knot. So, Bill's Outlet, she loved. We actually did get to go there Sunday morning before she left because there's one right here in my town. She loves it. And then, but she had never heard of a Goodies. And our Bill's Outlet used to be a Goodies. Our little Bill's store here in my town used to be a Goodies. So, we loved it too. We had a Goodies. And she had never had it or Mervyn's. Which I think those are Southern stores. They're probably Southern stores. Yeah, they shut our Goodies down. So she had a Bill's close. I can't remember. Where did you say the Bill's was at, Kathy? I can't remember. What I'll just do. Yeah, it's gonna work. We're good. Thanks, Rita. I think this is cute. Y'all know it's a little later tonight. I apologize. We went to eat tonight, me and the boys. So was a little later coming on, but I also could not find my sweet tea because I was looking for my sweet tea transfers. One of the first transfers that I ever used. Oh, I don't have no Hammocks. 70 miles, yeah. I miss Goodies too, Vicki. I love Goodies. But Goodies is kind of like Beals, you know, our Beals outlet. So I kind of, you know, I'm good with it. Okay, there we go. So let's get this on. And then we are done. I'm just going to put it right in the middle. We're going right in the middle with her. Some hot glue. Okay, look, so here's the thing. She wanted to go to the Painted Nest, which is in Peachtree City. And that's, yes, I do. I need to take her to Noonan and all the places. We did, listen, this was an impromptu. This was a definitely impromptu trip, thanks to Delta. Thanks to Delta. But yes, she's going to come back and, you know, do all the things. Plus, I mean, there's some other stuff I want to take her to see, like, you know, Stone Mountain and all the cool things that Georgia has to offer. So, I mean, what else could it offer? All right, y'all, look how stinking cute. Just a cute little, just a little door hanger, y'all. So cute. Yeah, they all closed, Lori. They all did. Thank y'all all so much for joining me tonight. I know that it's late, but I think this is just cute. It's just something simple. It's definitely a Southern saying, but not really actually. I think in Kentucky we drink sweet tea. So anyway, y'all, thank y'all all so much for joining me tonight. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's week. Dawn and Melissa, happy birthday. And anybody else out there in birthday land, I hope y'all had an amazing birthday. Y'all, tomorrow's July 1st. How is that possible? Stay tuned on my page. Make sure to do exclamation point notify, because I will be putting in the channel notifications when new products drop. There was your little tidbit. So I love y'all. Y'all have a great evening. Bye, y'all.